Well, with over 196 weapon gems, you may be asking yourself which one should you be embedding into the sockets. And where I would love to go and hit you with the best 5, it's not really going to be that simple. There is a couple of winners out there, but a lot of this is going to depend around your build. Now, out of those 196, there's really only 28 of them. Depending on the rarity, will change the percentage of what type of buff you're getting. And if you're really liking that global attack plus 15% in Immortal and you say, hey, I'll wait till I get a mythic at 12%, slap both of them, that's not going to be the case. The game will not allow you to do so. Now, the global damage boost is one that I would try to go no matter what. That is going to be a solid one. And even the final damage boost is going to be another one, which at Immortal will give you a plus 10%. But besides those, these other ones really are going to depend on our build and what type of game mode we're playing. If I was using, let's say, a Sky Splitter and building around combo, I might go for a normal attack plus 25% and a combo damage plus 35%. Or if I was going to counter build, I might go for that normal attack plus 25% and the counter damage plus 35%. But you may be asking yourself, after seeing normal attack, referring to basic attack, and now seeing a physical attack, well, that physical one, we can go into our actual stats there, click on it, and we can see this is going to affect the damage of the daggers, the sword chi, and even the light spears. Clearly, lightning damage, I'd want to use that if I was using the Reaper, and the fire damage, I'd probably want to use that if I was using the Star Staff. Now, the explosion damage, this is one that's a little bit new to us, but this is mainly going to revolve around playing inside the Abyss. So all these jewels I just mentioned are all the ones that are not the S1, meaning that these stats are going to stay once the Season 1 ends. All those S1s are said to be invalid once the new season starts, so it might not be a bad idea if you have some of these to go and, let's say, re-roll them to try to get one that's not an S1. Given that I really like to play chapters, I'm going to try to go after the one that's going to be immediately get a skill when going into the main mode or even the Abyss, so that's pretty much walking in and getting an extra skill. But we actually have 5 of these S1s that are related to the actual skills or the brands we pick inside the Abyss, so if one of those you find you use a lot, it complements your build, you might want to go and slot it when going in the Abyss. The other 13 are going to be seasonal, but they will actually have some impact outside the Abyss itself. So for me, I like to push chapters, I might go for this one where I'm going to be doing additional damage to bosses. And given that when I usually go and push chapters, I'm using the Whisper, so I might go for the one that every 3 daggers, I'm going to get a Rage Dagger, and that'll also fill up an extra 15 Rage for 2 times per turn. If I was using the Reaper Staff, I might go and use that casting a skill will have a 30% chance of reducing the enemy's damage reduction by 50. Or even the Sky Splitter, I might go for that Sword Chi True Damage multiplier plus 10. So for the weapon, as much as these things are kind of complicated, it may be a little bit easier to go and pick on these than some of the others that say might give a combo rate plus 8%, where you go, well, do I need more combo? Do I want to go and unslot something that's giving me combo and then use this? It can get a little bit trickier, but this one right here, it's going to be a lot of depending around your weapon and what game mode you're going to play in. Let's be honest, I don't think we're going to be sitting on 28 Immortal of these things and have every single one to pick in between, but it might be a situation of, if you know you're going to be building around one, going for a mythic one that's going to give you a global attack might be better than going for that Immortal, which is going to give you some fire damage that you're not even going to use. So when it comes to picking these, I'd say look at your legendaries, your mythics, your immortals, figure out what type of weapon and what type of build you're doing, and then figure out what type of mode you're going into. As far as the mode you're going in, that's pretty straightforward, but if you're struggling to kind of figure out what weapon you should be doing with which build, utilize the Discord. There's a lot of good sections in there for each one of the weapons, and there's a lot of people that have already tested a lot of the things, so they could pretty much tell you what's best. And of course, you're not getting the answers in there, put it in the comments here. Even if I don't get to it, there's a lot of other players that respond to people that leave a comment, so that's another route to go too. But if you want to know about my newly love for the Skeleton Spellblade, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.